collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon, June into July 2022. I'm your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Jarring the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Available on Kindle, link in the description box, with a little bit of a head cold, so my voice is a little bit deeper and more butch than usual. And I'm also a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. I got humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses as my subscription tiers over there. A creative outlet, the likes of which I never saw coming. Best career move I've ever made. So if you want to go deeper, you want to come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal, and I'm trying to keep the vibe high and fun, at least going into the reads, right? So if you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. So not a timeless reading, a timed reading, and we'll look at the astrology in a moment. Just to say that these 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you fine-tune your manifestational work, your spell work, your intentional, power of intention, Wayne Dyer, Abraham Hicks, just to help you kind of put it together in that way. So let's look at the new to full, plant a seed, watch it grow. New moon in Cancer, Tuesday, June 28th, 10:52 p.m. Eastern, which is lovely. I'm going to be doing my magic that night for sure. But then we are looking at the 2 weeks following the waxing, right? The building, the expanding, the attracting. You get the idea. To the full moon in Capricorn, Wednesday, July 13th, 2:37 p.m. So I'll probably be doing my magic either that morning or maybe even the Tuesday night before. We'll see. So that being said, of course, it's a general read. You take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I say check your other signs, because I write down everything from these readings and check my own signs. And sure enough, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, I've got usually 4 different seeds I want to plant. 4 different intentions moving in the direction of me manifesting my heart's desire, which is part of the universe's plan. The universe always has a plan, no matter how anything appears to be, and it's better than anything we can imagine or conceive. So I think the best that we can do to help this world evolve and grow and spiritually awaken and all that is to manifest our heart's desires, which ensures our growth. But it's up to us to make the choices. Yeah. So, both feet on the floor, if you can, focus on your breath, if you will, and I will get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I was sent here to do in this life, because oddly enough, it's what I'm good at, right? Pick a lane, stay in it, right? Except you're a Gemini, you're probably not going to. So, let's do this, and let's see if we can have some fun. Please take a nice deep breath. Head cold, one more. Still point. Yeah. Here we go. Using the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. For the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, for their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire. Clarify it for them. Give them a little nugget to work with this new to full June, July 2022. Energy! Oh, energy! A light inside my fire, divine energy, fill me, make me shine. That's pretty good. I do love a nice little rhyming couplet. So, but it's divine energy, right? A light, A-L-I-G-H-T, a light inside my fire, divine. It's very Agatha Christie. Energy, fill me, make me shine, said the Lady of Shallow. So, this is obviously our first card down. We got 4 more to help clarify that. But don't forget the divine part in it, because it's literally part of the rhyme. I think if you're going to do spell work and there's a rhyme, the words are important. So, I mean, how many other cards could have hit the table there for that one? So, energy. I mean, E equals MC squared. It's pretty much fucking everything. So let's ground that a wee bit with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, great. You want to go get it? Wonderful. You don't need it, though. It's really about the Oracle message, but it's nice to have an element of earth, a touchstone, something to, like a reminder, right? And clear quartz does everything, but you can just go grab a rock from the street if you gotta. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North, powers of Earth. We got a flipper already. Please, hence the Crystal Oracle, element of Earth. What is the Crystal Oracle message for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of Earth, the fuel that feeds the fire to help them ground and manifest that heart's desire, this new to full? Calcite. This one does not come up a lot. Calcite. I have a nice piece of orange calcite that I do like. A clear calcite, if you can find Icelandic spar, that's really good. And apparently, if you put it in sunlight, it'll show you north. I don't know how that works. Please don't make me do math. Calcite. See, or geometry, for that matter, unless it's sacred geometry, Drunvalo, Melchizedek, white courtesy telephone, calcite. Energy. Oh, energy, our first double whammy of the day. Yay. Which also rhymes. Energy, vitality, digging this already. Enhanced memory, good for a gem. Gemini, I mean. Study, communication, and expansion. This is very Gemini energy. Your energy levels are on the increase, and you will soon feel a newfound sense of vitality and enthusiasm for life. Let's also say that's really good for a waxing moon, right? You don't have to hit 100 miles an hour day one. You could start at like 10 and then 15, 20, right? Build up to it over a 2-week period. An exciting new venture is in store. Go Team Venture. You will find yourself communicating your ideas and feelings to others with clarity and certainty. People will pay attention and will want to be a part of your venture, which is true. When you're inspired, if this is a divine inspiration this energy is coming from, tends to draw people in. Right? If you're really like in it and on point, like when I talk about Patreon, I never saw the Patreon move coming. It just happened, right? I had to blow out my lower back for it to happen. But, you know, that was the price of admission. So I am very passionate about it, and it is a divine lit thing inside of me. Calcite is also about the expanded awareness which stems from knowledge, study, and learning. This magic crystal will assist you in your studies and enhance your memory. It will also help you put your knowledge to good use in ways that expand the possibilities of your life. So we're going to stick with the keyword energy there. Vitality makes sense. The memory, the study, the communication, the expansion. If this is really for you, again, it's a general read, about this, you're lit by an inspiration, a seed that you want to plant, then I think calcite does make sense there. So, element of air. You're an air sign, obviously. The Healing with the Angels Oracle. 2 ways to read these cards, and I find both of them to be relevant. Again, it's a general read. One is obviously the word that's written on the card, to think about it. Element of air, to engage the mind. I don't know, Google it, right? Find out different meanings of the words. I always find that hopeful. The other is these are legions of healing angels. So to contemplate, well, what kind of healing would this particular legion of angels be helping me with, right? So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the east, the Raphaelites. Please, beloved ones, for the element of air, to stoke the fire, to help them manifest their heart's desire. Who are the healing angels waiting in the wings with their wings fully spread, ready to zoom in as soon as they are invited, as soon as they are called in for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, so they can manifest this energy with that clarity and communication and vitality. This new to full, full to new, June, July 2022. Celebration. Now, what I love about this card is that it's an angel. It's healing with the angels, but reaching up to a full moon. So a celebration of a full moon, and we're talking about a new moon to a full moon timeline. So to call upon the healing angels of celebration, I mean, to celebrate the moments of your life. A little international coffee. Oh, remember Swiss Mocha? Do they still make that stuff? That was good back in the day. But what does it mean to heal through celebration, right? So to call in the angels, I call into the healing angels of celebration. Help me celebrate this thing that I'm going through. Because you know what? We have the conditioning from our ancestors going back to, I don't know, Adam and Eve. How far back do you want to go? Don't get too excited. I mean, I grew up with that. I grew up with teachers and lawyers. All right, well, don't get too excited. Don't get your hopes up too much. But if you're lit, right, and you're communicating yourself, even if you don't get exactly what you want, the universe always gets you what you need. Well, and when what we want and what we need is the same thing, we think we did it. But if we get what we need and it's not what we want, we think we did something wrong. And that's not true either, right? So can you be in the moment and celebrate that this thing is moving through you? If it is indeed a creative inspiration, that you want to share your visions. But also in that card, the calcite vibe, it is like people are interested. So, you know, are you a little gun shy about sharing this with people and having other people perhaps put their fingers in the pot? I don't know that that's the right. I think I mixed my metaphors there. Right? Too many cooks roil the broth, spoil the broth. This has been a very Mercury retrograde day, and it's not even retrograde. I had the condo association call me and say, well, we understand you have a motorcycle and it left a dent in the thing. I'm like, I don't know, on a motorcycle. Like, I'm 53. I'm not tooling around in the rain on a motorcycle. Oh, Mr. Lyons, we're so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. Any idea who it is? Nope. Because it's the cute guys with the long hair. And I'm not messing with them. They're cute. Condo life. I'll be moving up to Saratoga soon, so, you know, moot. So can you celebrate this? Can you call in those healing angels to help you heal through celebration and maybe even celebrate some healing as a result? Let's move on. Element of water, Whispers of Love Oracle. This is where the party turns, usually, right? The romance card, the true love card. But it is the voices of the higher selves of all involved. So as we do have this calcite indicating that people are interested and they want to get in on your venture, their higher selves are in the mix too. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the Whisper of Love Oracle for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading? The element of water, the energy and motion we experience as emotion in our biochemistry, in our bodies, right, in our energetic fields, so that they can put some juice into this, put their hearts into it, put their love into it, so they can manifest this energy with that clarity and communication and vitality. And learning, right, and growth and education here with the healing angels of celebration happening as well. This new to full. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So maybe not so much talk. It's only talk. Been flashing back to the 80s a lot today. Babble, burble. But to actually take action. I mean, certainly, if you have the energy for it, and there are people you know, who are into it, and the action could also be Googling something. I don't feel like much of an action, but to kind of expand your awareness, expand your information, expand your means of communication, perhaps through action. But it does feel like words enough, like, well, I can't believe I'm about to quote Dr. Phil. You can pray all you want, but you gotta row to shore. He's right. Right? What is it? Prayer without deeds are useless. Something like that. I didn't write that. Don't come for me. I pray every day, but I'm a Virgo. I take action. So actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions, and maybe that's part of what this celebration is, you know? Holiday. Celebrate. You know, if we took a holiday, just some time to celebrate just one day out of life, it would be so nice. From the Madonna. The card of spirit will be coming from, as ever, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. Just got his new book, All for Love, the transformative power of holding space, I think is the subtitle. Really good. I got like 3 pages and I was like, okay, I need to process this. It's really good. I love him. So this is the element of spirit to charge it. So let's just say, just for hypothetical sense, you cast for energy with a piece of calcite or something similar. Clear quartz will do. Right? Calling in the healing angels of celebration with the intention, really, to put this energy into action. Well, then this is the mantra you could do a little bit every day, right? Holding on to the calcite or what have you. Please take a nice deep breath. There's a blue jay outside. The sign of royalty. Breathe. Still point. Alright, I'm going to call to the Ascended Masters of Energy, because that's the word on the table here. And, you know, it's a general read. So please, one card in clarity, the perfect, specific, healing mantra for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, because mantras are words, and they're mind tools, and that's element of air, and this is right up their alley, the Gemini collective. So give it to them. What do they need to bring this through? From seed to blossom, energy in fire, calcite in earth, celebration in air, expressing their love through actions, because actions speak loudly in their element of water. What's the card of spirit? This new to full, June, July 2022. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. So here's the deal. It is totally okay to feel angry. It's not how I was raised, but nonetheless, where does that anger go if we don't deal with it, right? It goes into the cell tissue, or worse, goes into our own personal shadows. It's shadow work. That's the 7 card draws. You might want to check those out too on my channel. But then even if we don't process it, it goes down into the collective shadow, and then we have shootings and violence and war, and you know, it's when we get possessed by the shadow. There's ultimately only one shadow. Really good movie you can find on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's for free. The Shadow Effect, featuring Debbie Ford. Highly recommend it. It's a good intro. It's like The Secret, but for shadow work, and it's hip. Like, I dig it. Like, it's not that they don't pull punches. It's very well edited. But visually, there are just some images that once you see it, you're like, oh, right? What did they do? They took these wonderful truths about shadow work and put it into action in a film. So in terms of resolving your anger, if you're in a conflict, and maybe that conflict is within yourself, do you share this? You've got this high energy going on here and people are interested, but that the anger, if the anger is in there, how you express that and the actions that you take, you may not be putting your love into action so much. So it's time to take some space. We all need it, for sure. So conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. When anger is resolved, you're able to see your emotional reactions or the abrupt responses of others as evidence of profound transformation taking place. Let's stick a pin in that for a second. So maybe this anger isn't you. Maybe this anger isn't yours. Maybe this is you are lit from the inside. This divine fire, this inspiration, this energy pulling you forward, and you want to communicate. You want to put it out there and you want to celebrate it, but you don't know how, because maybe there are some people who are angry about it. Have a Snickers, right? So wanting very much to put this action, your love into form through action. And if you're dealing with some conflict from people, look, haters gonna hate. You know, look, I'm a witch. I come from professional people in my family. They love me. They knew early on. This is not sore thumb, orphan archetype, not literally orphaned, it's a long story. But certainly as I've succeeded over the years, a lot of people that I trusted just did not like that I was doing as well as I was, that I was off the beaten path. I blazed my own, baby. I know I'm not the only professional witch on planet Earth, and I don't want to be, but I started my company in 1998, and people are like, yeah, let's see how far he gets. And meanwhile, they were backing me up in word only, right? So, you know, conflict. Conflict is a deal. And here's the deal. As you clear conflict from your energy field, it's going to reduce on planet Earth. That's the unity consciousness, quantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. Please don't make me do math. When anger is present, it acts as a sign of needing more space to face the feelings that are ready to be healed, or to balance out patterns of doing action with moments of silent being. As you resolve anger, you are able to find the time you need to be both rested and productive. So let's just say your nervous system gets overwhelmed, gets saturated, right, inflamed, right? Well, it's okay to be angry, but to find a creative outlet for it, which feels like that could be part of this here, and then to use that as creative fuel. It's what I do. I watch the news. Really, it sometimes makes me want to like go all black, candles and rusty nails at midnight. I mean actual rusty nails, not the cocktail, just to clarify. But no, that's not the art form that I want to practice anymore. I'm very skilled at it, but that doesn't mean I go there. No. No, I would rather, you know, do something more creative. And I am a dancer. I'm a professionally trained dancer, so I can, you know, leave it on the dance floor, which is my living room. This mantra is ideal for managing stress, deepening interpersonal communication, I think that's the one, and tempering frustration. Now, tempering, look at the card of temperance. It's a card of balance, and it takes time. So this is a very, very interesting read, and I do love a little twist at the end, a little M. Night Shyamalan 5-card draw there with that resolving anger. But look at it this way. What you're waxing is space for yourself so that you can be really, really clear about the actions you take with that energy, vitality, and that divine light inside of you. So here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to put it together in a blessing summation. A blessimation, I think we're calling it. I don't know. Oh, one of my patrons comes up with a good name, but I can never remember it. I'll work on it, Kimberly. And then we're going to chat a little bit at the end, because it's the only way. That's the best way I can release the energy of you Geminis, is to let the goofy loose, because I've been so reserved so far. Let's watch what happens. Torch of Archangel Ariel. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video and receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Cancer in June to the full moon in Capricorn in July, that they may resolve the anger, because conflict reminds them when they need more space for themselves, and maybe that's part of them putting their love into action, maybe distancing themselves, taking some space, putting up some boundaries, which is also a waxing moon thing, there, so that they can call upon the healing angels to celebrate, because maybe other people ain't celebrating the moments of the Gemini's life, and maybe they need to do that for themselves, to give themselves that frequency of love and celebration that only they can give themselves, with the clarity and the vitality, and for them to expand their knowledge base, their education, to take this as a lesson. Every day is a winding road. We get a little bit closer, so that they can really grab hold of and plant this seed of energy that they yearn for, that they burn for, their heart's desire. In light inside them, fire divine, energy fill them, make them shine for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. So it is. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Gem. You're outrageous. Truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, did you like it? Did it make sense? Then hit the thumbs up. The Geminis need help if people aren't celebrating them, and you hitting the thumbs up will help them find it through the algorithm, whatever that means. And if you haven't subscribed and you want more of me on YouTube, it's very easy. Just subscribe and hit the notification bell, because Lord knows when I put these out, my schedule has been very mutable as of late. And if you do want to go deeper, if you want more of me, then come Patreon on Patreon. They're getting exclusive stuff. They're getting stuff that everybody else will see eventually. But pretty much every morning I'm there with a cup of coffee talking about the day's lunar astrology. I didn't today. I had to hit the ground running for some business stuff. But it is my joy to do it. And I hope you will check it out. Oh, remember to turn off the magic, don't I? Otherwise, seriously, wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed. And if you want a private read, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal. Reading people all over the world now. It's a lot of fun. And the video explains it all for you. Say it with me, just like Clarissa. So I love you. 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 Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new to full hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.